The grand question, are we truly free? Welcome to Golden Buddhism, where ancient wisdom meets deep existential inquiry. Have you ever paused for a moment and truly asked yourself, where do humans come from? Are we merely an outcome of natural evolution, sculpted by millions of years of biological processes? Or is there something far greater, an unseen force, a higher intelligence that has shaped and governed our existence? Could we, in fact, be nothing more than livestock in a vast cosmic farm called Earth? This is not just another video, this is a journey. A journey into the deepest mysteries of human origins, the hidden forces that may be influencing our lives, and the most profound question of all, are we truly free? Stay until the very end, because this video is filled with insights that will challenge everything you thought you knew. And before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe to Golden Buddhism and turn on the notification bell, because here, we unravel the truths that few dare to explore. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, because wisdom grows through shared discussion. Now, let us begin. Charles Darwin, the renowned British scientist, introduced the theory of evolution through natural selection. According to this theory, humans were not created suddenly but are the result of millions of years of gradual evolution from primate ancestors. Traits that enhance an organism's ability to survive and reproduce are passed down through generations, while disadvantageous traits are naturally phased out. However, Darwin's theory does not explain everything. There are evolutionary leaps that science has yet to fully understand. For instance, the sudden emergence of human intelligence, abstract thinking, language, and self-awareness appears to have developed far more rapidly than typical evolutionary processes would predict. These cognitive abilities set humans apart from other species, yet their rapid evolution remains an enigma in the scientific community. Moreover, debates persist around the missing link, the gaps in the fossil record between early hominins and modern humans. While scientists have uncovered numerous hominid fossils such as Homo habilis and Homo erectus, there is still no definitive evidence of a seamless evolutionary transition from apes to Homo sapiens. This has led some to question whether natural evolution alone is sufficient to explain the complexity of human development. Could there be other factors, beyond natural selection, that contributed to shaping humanity as we know it today? Many religions across the world reject the idea that humans are merely the product of evolution. Instead, they believe that mankind was intentionally created by a supreme being. According to the Old Testament, God formed the first human, Adam, from dust, and breathed life into him, granting him a soul. In Hinduism, the god Brahma is regarded as the creator, bringing forth humanity according to his divine will. The theory of creation offers an alternative explanation for human existence, one rooted in faith rather than empirical science. However, it presents a paradox. If a supreme being indeed designed humanity, why is there no undeniable proof of divine intervention? Furthermore, if humans were created in a perfect image, why do genetic flaws, diseases, and imperfections persist? From a scientific perspective, creationism lacks testable evidence. Evolutionary biology, supported by fossil records and genetic studies, provides a more tangible explanation for the development of life on Earth. However, proponents of intelligent design argue that the complexity of biological systems cannot be explained solely by natural selection and random mutation. They suggest that certain aspects of human biology, such as the intricacy of DNA, indicate an underlying intelligent force at work. This debate raises fundamental philosophical and theological questions. If there is a creator, does that entity still intervene in human affairs, or has humanity been left to its own devices? And if evolution is the sole mechanism of development, what does that imply about the purpose or lack thereof of human existence? The tension between faith and science continues to shape our understanding of where we come from and what our place in the universe truly is. Buddhism does not adhere to the idea of a singular creator deity. Instead, it teaches that all beings, including humans, are the result of karma, the natural law of cause and effect. Unlike other religious doctrines that propose a definitive beginning to human existence, Buddhism views life as part of an infinite cycle of rebirth and transformation. According to Buddhist philosophy, humans did not emerge as the product of divine creation but as a consequence of accumulated karma from past lives. The Buddha himself emphasized personal responsibility for one's existence, stating, "I am the owner of my actions, the heir to my actions." This means that human destiny is not dictated by an external supreme being but shaped by one's own thoughts, words, and deeds. Every action carries a karmic imprint, which influences future experiences and conditions in life. Buddhism also acknowledges the existence of multiple realms of existence beyond the human world. According to Buddhist cosmology, humans are just one form of being among countless others, spanning celestial, infernal, and spiritual dimensions. If we adopt this perspective, humans are not livestock controlled by a superior entity but rather conscious beings navigating the intricate cycle of rebirth and spiritual evolution. The real question, then, is whether we are being controlled by an external force or merely bound by the consequences of our own past actions. Creationist theories offer an alternative explanation for human origins but often lack empirical evidence. This raises skepticism. If a divine creator truly exists, why is there no undeniable proof of their intervention? And if humanity was created in a perfect image, why do genetic flaws and inherited diseases persist? These questions challenge the idea of intelligent design and further support the Buddhist perspective that life is shaped by karma rather than an omnipotent deity's will. Throughout history, many ancient civilizations including the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans have left behind intriguing records of gods who descended from the sky. These narratives describe powerful beings who came to Earth, imparted critical knowledge, and constructed monumental structures that still defy explanation today. Ancient carvings and artifacts depict beings with non-human features, often shown riding celestial chariots or descending from the heavens in what could be interpreted as spacecraft. Could these depictions be mere mythology, or do they hint at something far more profound? Some researchers argue that these so-called gods were, in fact, advanced extraterrestrial beings who influenced human development in ways we are only beginning to understand. One compelling hypothesis suggests that humanity might be the product of genetic intervention by a more advanced civilization. Could it be that extraterrestrials played a role in accelerating our evolution? If so, what was their true purpose? Were they benevolent mentors guiding us toward enlightenment, or did they have a hidden agenda? Some UFO researchers propose a controversial theory. Humanity might be nothing more than a livestock species observed, monitored, and even manipulated by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. According to this hypothesis, these beings exert control over human affairs in ways we fail to perceive. Stories of alien abductions, inexplicable disappearances, and supernatural phenomena could serve as potential evidence of this theory. Are these encounters mere fabrications, or are they glimpses into a hidden reality? If humans truly are under the watchful eyes of an advanced species, what is their ultimate goal? Are they guiding our development, harvesting our resources, or simply conducting a grand biological experiment? However, despite the abundance of anecdotal accounts, there is no definitive proof that humans are being controlled by any superior entity. If such a theory were true, it would raise even deeper questions. Are we merely pawns in a cosmic game? Or are we more than what we appear to be? Buddhism offers a fundamentally different perspective, one that redirects our attention away from external influences and toward the inner mechanisms of human consciousness. According to Buddhist philosophy, no external entity, whether terrestrial or extraterrestrial, holds dominion over humanity. Instead, we are bound by our own karma, shaped by our thoughts, actions, and the accumulated choices of countless lifetimes. The doctrine of dependent origination, Pratyasamutpita, teaches that all phenomena arise due to conditions. Our experiences, joy, suffering, success, failure, are not dictated by some superior force but are direct consequences of our own past and present actions. Even if an advanced being or civilization exists, they too are subject to the laws of karma and samsara, trapped in the cyclical nature of existence, just like us. One of Buddhism's core insights is that control is an illusion. We often believe we are at the mercy of fate, supernatural beings, or unseen cosmic forces, but in reality, our suffering stems from ignorance, avidya, the fundamental misunderstanding of existence. We bind ourselves to suffering by clinging to desires, attachments, and false perceptions of self and control. From this perspective, true liberation is not about uncovering hidden puppet masters but about breaking free from the internal chains of craving and delusion. Enlightenment, nirvana, is not a means to escape external control. It is the transcendence of all conditions that bind us, including the very illusion of control itself. Buddhism does not dismiss the possibility of higher beings or cosmic civilizations. However, it challenges us to question whether such entities, if they exist, have any real authority over our spiritual journey. If they, too, are subject to impermanence and karma, then they are merely participants in the same grand cycle of existence. Ultimately, the path to true freedom does not lie in seeking answers among the stars, but in turning inward and realizing the impermanent, interdependent nature of all things. Only by understanding the self not as a fixed entity but as an ever-changing stream of conditions can humanity transcend fear, manipulation, and the illusion of external control. One of the most profound questions in philosophy and spirituality is whether humans possess true freedom. Are we in control of our destiny, or are we bound by unseen forces, desires, ignorance, and karma? The illusion of free will. From a Buddhist perspective, human freedom is largely an illusion. We are conditioned by our past actions, habits, and subconscious tendencies. Our desires dictate our choices, and our ignorance blinds us to the truth of existence. Neuroscience echoes this idea, suggesting that much of our decision-making is determined by biological and psychological factors beyond our conscious control. Buddhism teaches that we are not truly controlled by an external entity, but rather by the karmic consequences of our own actions. In this sense, if anyone is controlling us, it is ourselves, our past selves, to be precise. The choices we made in previous lifetimes shape our current reality, and the choices we make now will shape our future existence. Breaking the cycle of control. True liberation does not come from identifying who or what controls us, but from understanding our own nature. The Buddhist path to freedom is through self-awareness, mindfulness, and detachment. When one recognizes the impermanent and interdependent nature of all things, the illusion of control dissolves. This realization is the key to breaking free from suffering and achieving enlightenment. In Western philosophy, existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre argue that freedom is found in recognizing our responsibility for our own choices, no matter how constrained we may feel. Similarly, Stoic philosophy teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions and mindset. Both perspectives align with Buddhist thought. Freedom is an internal state, not an external condition. Buddhism describes existence as a vast and complex system of multiple realms, beyond just the human experience. According to the doctrine of the 6 realms of samsara, all beings are caught in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, determined by their karma. The 6 realms are 1. Deva, heavenly beings, blessed with pleasure and abundance, but still bound by karma. 2. Asura, demigods, powerful but consumed by conflict and jealousy. 3. Humans, the only realm where enlightenment is possible, yet filled with suffering and delusion. 4 animals, governed by instinct and survival, lacking higher wisdom. 5 hungry ghosts, pretas, doomed to endless craving and dissatisfaction. 6 hell beings, trapped in suffering as a result of past negative karma. The human realm is unique. It provides the perfect balance between suffering and opportunity, making it the ideal place for spiritual growth. However, this also means that we are merely one small part of a vast cosmic ecosystem, not necessarily the pinnacle of existence. The human farm hypothesis: are we the livestock? If humans are merely one category of existence, then who, if anyone, holds power over us? Some conspiracy theories and metaphysical perspectives suggest that humans might be livestock, a form of resource for higher dimensional entities, whether they be gods, extraterrestrials, or metaphysical beings. However, Buddhism offers a different perspective. It suggests that no entity is ultimately in control, because all beings, whether gods, demons, or humans, are still trapped in the cycle of samsara. Even celestial beings, devas, are not free. They too will eventually face rebirth. So, if we are livestock, then who is the farmer? If we are the owners, then what are we truly in charge of? The paradox of existence suggests that the only true master is karma itself, an impersonal force driven by cause and effect. Thus, instead of searching for an external entity controlling us, Buddhism teaches that we should focus on understanding and mastering ourselves. Only by doing so can we break free from the cycle of suffering and reclaim our ultimate freedom. The truth is, there is no single answer. The question of whether we are being controlled or if we even have free will is a mystery that has puzzled humanity for centuries. If there is a higher entity or civilization exerting influence over us, why do they remain hidden? If we are indeed livestock, then can we ever escape from this invisible control? Buddhism offers a unique perspective. It teaches that true freedom is not about identifying an external force controlling us, but about recognizing the nature of existence itself. We are bound, not by alien overlords or unseen deities, but by our own ignorance, desires, and karma. The cycle of samsara is what truly ensnares us, and only through wisdom and enlightenment can we break free. If we seek liberation, it is not found in discovering our masters but in mastering ourselves. Understanding impermanence, anicca, the absence of a fixed self, anatta, and the reality of suffering, dukkha, allows us to transcend illusions of control. In the end, our path is ours to walk, and our fate is ours to shape. You have journeyed through deep questions and profound insights. Now, I ask you, what do you believe? Are we truly free, or are we prisoners of forces beyond our understanding? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us grow together in wisdom. If this video has sparked even a flicker of curiosity within you, then do not let the journey end here. Subscribe to Golden Buddhism and turn on notifications, so you never miss the knowledge that has the power to transform your perception of reality. The universe is vast, existence is fleeting, but wisdom is eternal. Seek it, embrace it, and most importantly live it. Until next time, may you walk the path of enlightenment with clarity and peace.